Are there beings who exist in a state of knowing outside of, but around our own reality? And if there are, could we possibly hope to understand them or their warnings? A great tragedy on the River Ohio. Night 20 of 31 Days of Horror. Tonight we watched the Mothman Prophecies. We begin simple enough. Husband and wife, happily house hunting. But then the wife, she sees something. It causes her to crash the car. She slams her head up against the driver's side window. Then, sadly, she dies of a brain tumor. 2 years later, the hero of our story, Richard Gere's character, finds himself having traveled 400 miles in the wrong direction in just an hour and a half. His car breaks down on a dark, desolate road, and as he walks to the nearest house for help, insanity encompasses all. Monster sightings, strange lights, phantom calls to unlisted and unknown numbers, seemingly unprovoked attacks from something otherworldly. In the same drawing, Richard Gere's wife drew just before she died. Coincidence? It's possible. Oh, it's possible. But as a reporter, he can't help but fall down this weird and winding, tragic rabbit hole into the unknown, into the terrifying. Now, in the Mothman Prophecies, there's no gore. Hell, there's not even really a monster, to be honest with you. It's just a tense, intense, suspenseful imagery that sets the tone. No, and some very unsettling sounds in the score as well. The director builds the tension and intrigue slowly throughout the story's mystery. We, the audience, discover things as Richard Gere's character experiences them. We're along for the ride. The actors, all of them, pull off excellent performances in this movie. From Richard Gere to Laura Linney to the always amazing Will Patton. Now, that's a name you might not recognize, but you know the actor. He's fucking in everything. Through their performances and the creepy visuals, the unsettling way the director and the cinematographer filmed a lot of the shots, as well as the accompanying score, the tension just builds and builds until the heart-wrenching ending. Based on a book that was written from actual first-hand accounts of experiences in the town of Point Pleasant, West Virginia. The Mothman Prophecies is a unsettling, creepy, dark, psychological thriller that hangs a lot of its suspense on whether or not the characters are crazy or are going crazy. It's a psychological thriller based on actual reports. If you know anything about the Mothman or Point Pleasant, you're familiar with the rough story, at least. Much like The Fourth Kind, this is a movie that never loses its edge, no matter how many times I watch it. It always leaves me unsettled. It always leaves me slightly disturbed. I can still remember walking out of the theater the first time I saw it. Not many people went and saw it in theaters. It was overly panned by critics and audiences. So, I'm pretty sure I was alone in the theater when I watched it, which made it even creepier. But I can remember that feeling of walking out of the theater, looking over my shoulder. You know? Which is great. I love movies that make you feel something. This movie introduced me to a very interesting rabbit hole, the Mothman. And I like it so much that I've actually taken a trip and visited the myth for myself. But that's a story for another time. Tonight we're just talking about the movie. I can't put this movie down. I love this movie. I truly do. I'm going to give it 4 out of 5 burritos because it's just good. It's just an excellent movie. And it's creepy, unsettling, and just hits that tone all the way through. Definitely a movie that deserves a second chance. If you've seen it before and don't have fond memories, it's certainly worth watching again. But yeah, 4 out of 5 burritos. Excellent movie to watch during the 31 Nights of Horror. Yeah, there you go. Check back tomorrow. See what else we watch. Later.